So today our group presented about healthy living and a healthy future, diabetes awareness campaign. So our, our group have 5 group members. Here are our group member, and then this one is vision and mission statement. What is the vision and mission statement? Vision is a future plan, the long-term goal. Mission mean today. Today, what happened? Uh, what are you doing? So it's depend on today. So the vision is to cultivate a highly productive, healthy, literate, and resilient society empowered with the knowledge to prevent, manage, and eradicate diabetes for a sustainable future. Mission had 3 parts. One thing is educate the community, and the second one is motivate behavioral change, and the third one is provide free screening. Okay, educate the community, deliver accurate, culturally relevant knowledge about diabetes, risk factor, symptom, and complications using creative visual media and interactive discussion. Motivate behavior change means inspire healthy and physical activity through practical, affordable, and evidence-based lifestyle modification strategy tailored for families. And the third one is provide free screening, mean organize zero-cost clinical health check-up, blood glucose testing, and blood pressure monitoring as a catalyst for early detection and professional follow-up. The next slide, my friend will be present. Thank you.
Hi everyone, I am Tanzim Binte Haidar. I will be presenting the group organizational structure, community background, and site visiting findings. To ensure the success of this project, each team member was assigned specific responsibilities. As the project director, I oversaw the planning and implementation of the project. Our deputy director coordinated team activities, our secretary managed documentation and reports, our treasurer handled budgeting and expenses, and our logistic coordinator managed venue arrangements and event setup. This clear division of responsibilities helped us carry out the campaign effectively. Next, I will discuss the community background. Our campaign was conducted at Taman Sri Serdang, Selangor, a suburban community near Lincoln University College. The area has a significant number of adults aged 45 and above who are at high risk of developing diabetes. Many residents rely on convenience foods and sugary beverages due to their busy lifestyle, while physical activity levels are relatively low. Although health care facilities are available, factors such as distance, waiting times, and cost may discourage regular health checkups. These factors made the community suitable for our diabetes awareness campaign. Before the campaign, we conducted a site visit to assess the venue and community needs. We found that the community hall was easily accessible, well ventilated, and suitable for health screening activities. We also interviewed 30 residents. Our findings showed that 85% recognized diabetes as a serious disease. However, less than 30% knew about hidden sugars in everyday foods, and over 65% had not checked their blood glucose levels in the past few years. These findings highlighted the need for greater diabetes awareness and regular health screening within the community. That concludes my part of the presentation. Thank you.
Moving on to our field research, our team conducted site scouting and interviewed 30 local residents to better understand the community landscape. From a logistical standpoint, we identified a centrally located community hall that is highly accessible for elderly residents, features stable power connections for medical equipments, and offers an open floor plan perfect for managing multi-section crowds. Interestingly, no healthcare programs have been hosted here for a year, but we have already secured a formal administrative approvals to use the space. Data-wise, the core issues become immediately clear during our interviews. While 85% of the residents recognize diabetes as a serious illness, over 65% haven't checked their blood glucose levels in past years. Furthermore, less than 30% could identify hidden sugars in everyday staples like white rice and packaged sauces. Based on these findings, we categorize the community primarily challenges into three core problems. First is asymptomatic healthcare neglects. Residents assume that an absence of physical symptoms means perfect health, leaving high-risk individuals completely unaware of developing conditions. Second, high glycemic nutritional habits, where daily foods chooses heavily driven by conveniences, affordability, and deeply embedded cultural habits. And third, information accessibility barriers. Existing public health literature is simply too complex and text heavy and academic, meaning vital health messages are completely ignored. To directly target these pain points, we are proposing three practical interconnected solutions. To tackle healthcare neglect, we will set up free on-site diagnostic stations in the middle of community hall to provide rapid capillary blood glucose and blood pressure checks, eliminating financial and logistical barriers. To address nutritional habits, we will introduce a practical nutritional education booth. This features an interactive food display demonstrating realistic, affordable dietary swaps. Finally, to break down information barriers, we have created high-impact visual learning materials. These are highly engaging infographic posters that translate complex medical jargons into simple, memorable takeaways, which we will distribute to over 150 households and permanently install in the community hall. Thank you, and I'll pass it to my teammates for the next sections.
Hello and welcome to our presentation. Today I will talk about the screening results and financial summary of our project. Uh, in total, there were 112 participants who took part in the glucose screening activity. From the results, 43 participants, or 38.4%, were found to have normal level blood glucose levels ranging from 5.6 millimoles per liter and lower, indicating a balanced metabolic function. However, 49 participants, representing 43.7%, fell into the pre-diabetic category with blood glucose readings between 5.6 and 6.9 millimoles per liter. This suggests that many participants may benefit from dietary modifications and healthier lifestyle practices to reduce the risk of them developing diabetes. Most importantly, 20 participants, or 17.9%, were identified as high risk with glucose readings of up to with 7.0 millimoles per liter or above. Among these 20 individuals, 8 cases were previously undiagnosed, highlighting the importance of community screening programs uh, in identifying people who may require further medical attention. Moving on to the financial summary of our project. Our project operated with a total budget of 600 ringgit, and we successfully managed to utilize the entire amount efficiently. The total amount spent was also 600 ringgit, resulting in a net balance of 0 ringgit. That, this demonstrates that the project was completed within budget, with funds allocated efficiently towards clinic supplies, educational materials, and community outreach activities. In the next slide, I will show the unique knowledge gained from from our project. First, we learned that the um, the asymptomatic risk is real. Over is is real despite not showing any symptoms. 17.9% of screened residents had high glucose readings. Many were unaware absence of symptoms does not equal good health. Second, we discovered that diet management goes beyond simply reducing reduce, reducing sugar intake. Many participants were unaware that re, that refined carbohydrates such as rice, noodles, and packed foods can also contribute significantly to increased blood glucose levels. Third, we found the visual communication works is highly effective. Educational infographics helped participants understand the complex health information more easily, demonstrating the importance of clear, engaging educational tools in public health initiatives. Additionally, we recognize that language and empathy matter, especially when communicating with elderly participants. Bilingual support and culturally sensitive interactions played a crucial role in ensuring effective communication. We also learned that budgets can still be manageable despite operating with a limited financial resources. We successfully screened over 100 participants and this and distributed educational materials, proving that impactful community programs do not always require large funding. Finally, we observe that proper planning to prevents bottlenecks. Challenges such as high participant volume required quick adaptation and efficient decision making, reinforcing the importance of flexibility in project management. Lastly, I will talk about the outcomes, challenges, and recommendations for future projects. The project achieved several positive outcomes, such as firstly, we were able to identify high risk individuals and refer to medical follow-up, potentially preventing future complications. Secondly, we permanent infographic boards were installed to provide ongoing health education within the community, extending the impact of our project beyond the event itself. And finally, students gained real-world skills like project management, budgeting, public empathy, and crisis resolution. During the implementation, we faced several challenges. One challenge was the language barrier with elderly residents that was addressed by pairing bilingual students with with participants to facilitate clearer communication. Another issue was the high number of visitors during peak hours, which created congestion. To overcome this, we introduced a queue management system to redistribute participant flow across different stations. Some participants also experience anxiety about the finger prick test. To address this concern, team members used patience and reassuring communication techniques to help participants feel more comfortable. Based on our experience, we recommend several improvements project for future projects. These include implementing a digital pre-registration system to streamline intake and prevent peak hour bottlenecks. Second, to partner with local pharmacists to provide a stabilized home health monitoring tools for high-risk individuals. And finally, have a 3-month follow-up contract phase to measure long-term impact of uh, educational sessions on lifestyle choices. And that's it. I will leave the rest to the next speaker to finish the presentation.
जरा वेट करो शुरू ही इसमें recording from board. Okay, start करो. Hello everyone, I am Mohammad Mohsin from BSM group. Here I am going to talk about campaign photo documents. Now let's look at the same moment for our campaign day. On the left, you can see our registration and consult desks where we welcome our local residents of Tamansiri Saddang. In the middle are photos of our educational seminar. We discuss hidden sugar and healthy diets with the attend, and on the right you see our clinical team conducting free blood glucose and blood pressure test. And field documentation and core metrics. This slide highlight the K metrics and efficiency of our project over a 6-week period of planning and execution. We successfully scanned 112 local residents. Most importantly, we delivered all this scanning and share over 150 infographics with a total budget of only 600 RM, providing that effective planning bright height impact on a limited budget. Thank you. To warm up, we believe that education empowers the mind, but community service empowers society.